Welcome to Daily Inspirations. I am Michelle Dawn, and today I am decorating my May 2022 calendar pages in my VillabeauTIFFul planner. I am going to use the plan. Sometimes I change my mind. The plan is to use this clear tape from the Belltown kit and these two sheets from that kit as well from VillabeauTIFFul, the caregiver sticker book from Happy Planner, and spring florals from Planny Thing. Enjoy! Well, ladies and gentlemen, I had a little bit of a tough time with this spread because I have perfectionism issues and I just couldn't get, it felt like a single sticker down straight. So I did not go through and change anything this spread like I usually do. Instead, I just had a lot of trouble making things straight and then redoing them because they were crooked. And then this one that I'm placing now, I actually poked a hole in the sticker with my tweezers, so I had to adjust that one a little bit too. Anyway, speaking of struggles, I struggle with mental health. I'm sure many of you do as well. I actually read a meme once that I found humorous. It said, "There are people without mental illness." I have quiet borderline personality disorder, which means that I have a fear of abandonment, I struggle with anxiety, and I have emotional regulation issues. So I have been called a drama queen many times in my life, which is not helpful, by the way. Anyhow, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So I am going to talk to you about that today, and I know it hits home for most of us. Today I am reading from nationaltoday.com. Mental health is wealth, especially during Mental Health Awareness Month, which is celebrated in May. The stigma around mental health and treatment has long existed, even though this has started to change. Still, people hesitate to seek help or even talk about it with their loved ones for fear of being judged and facing unnecessary backlash. Simple logic dictates that if we are hurt anywhere, we must seek treatment to get better. This applies to both our mental and physical well-being. While Mental Health Awareness Month is celebrated in the U.S., a more universal day is also celebrated by the World Health Organization on October 10th, and it is known as World Mental Health Day. The history of Mental Health Awareness Month. Mental Health Awareness Month was first celebrated in 1949. That's impressive, actually. It was commemorated by the Mental Health America organization, which was then known as the National Committee for Mental Hygiene, and then later as the National Mental Health Association before it got its current name. The association was founded by Clifford Whittingham Beers. Beers, who was born in 1876 in Connecticut, was one of 5 children in his family who all suffered from mental illness and psychological distress. All of them also went on to spend time at mental institutions, and it was from his hospital admittance that he discovered that the mental health field had a notorious reputation for malpractice, maltreatment, and immense bias. Beers went on to author A Mind That Found Itself, which is a bestseller even today. Gaining popularity and support from medical professionals, Beers founded the National Committee for Mental Hygiene. Beers and his colleagues at the association wanted to find ways to make sure that mental health patients not only received the right care, but also did not feel alone in their fight against mental diseases. Since 1949, each year a theme is selected to be highlighted and celebrated throughout May. Recent years have seen themes like Do More for 1 in 4, that was 2011, Before Stage 4 is 2015, and Nature, which was 2021. During the month, various events are held that are covered by media and well-known figures like politicians and actors. Mental Health America also diligently releases a mental health toolkit for outreach activities. Mental Health Awareness Month frequently asked questions from nationaltoday.com. Number 1 is, what are some mental health helpline numbers? You can call 1-800-273-TALK, which is 8255, or text MHA to 741-741. You can also visit the following websites for more information. Mental Health America's website is mhanational.org. And the Suicide Prevention Line website is suicidepreventionlifeline.org. The second question is, what are 4 types of mental illness? According to Medline Plus, some types of mental disorders are anxiety disorders, including panic disorder, obsessive compulsive disorder, and phobias, depression, bipolar disorders, and other mood disorders. So that's 2 categories, anxiety and then mood. Eating disorders, personality disorders, post-traumatic stress disorder, and psychotic disorders, including schizophrenia. What is the color of Mental Health Awareness Month? Mental Health Awareness Month is represented by a green ribbon. The Mental Health Awareness ribbon is more of a bright green, but I chose to do a softer green for my spread to honor Mental Health Awareness Month because I really, really love those. I think they're called succulents from the Planty Things Spring Florals book. And I also really love the tones in the Caregiver book from Happy Planner. And I thought they went really nicely together. So I chose a little bit of a different green, but I did choose some quotes that I thought were good mental health quotes. And back to nationaltoday.com to hear about how to observe Mental Health Awareness Month. Number 1 is take care of yourself. Life has numerous ups and downs. Some are solvable, but others not so much. When your mental health acts up, seek the right treatment and make yourself better because, after all, life has much more to offer than just pain and suffering. I think the key takeaway from that particular way to observe Mental Health Awareness Month is seek the right treatment. You may try things that are not so healthy to help yourself. I am a big advocate of seeking the right treatment. I had been being treated for bipolar 2 disorder, and when my diagnosis was changed to borderline personality disorder, I was able to find the right treatment, which was, in my case, dialectical behavioral therapy, and my goodness, what a difference it's making. So I encourage you to go find the right treatment for you as well. Another side note, I just realized that my dog's breathing looks like he's having a seizure or something. I'm so sorry about that. I sped up the video and it looks like he's, I don't know, not okay. I assure you my dog is fine. Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to get distracted. That was just really distracting. The next way to observe Mental Health Awareness Month on nationaltoday.com is to take care of your loved ones. Check up on your friends and family. Many times, all people need is a shoulder to cry on and/or an ear to listen. Support and encourage them if they're being treated for any mental problems. Honestly, sometimes all it takes is a, hey, thinking about you. You don't even need to listen to anything or, and offer any advice. Just knowing that someone's there is all it takes sometimes to be helpful. Number 3 is talk about mental health. One of the best ways to celebrate Mental Health Awareness Month is by talking about it with your peers. The more you talk about it, the more normalized it will become. This is one of the aims of the month, as the stigma attached to mental health has led to countless delays in treatment and research on the matter. 5 facts about anxiety disorder that will blow your mind. Number 1, anxiety is the most common. In the United States, anxiety disorder is the most common form of mental illness. Number 2, anxiety disorder is treatable in many cases, but only about 36% of people opt to get help. Number 3, multiple factors can cause anxiety. From brain activities to genetics to life events, a host of factors can lead a person to developing an anxiety disorder. Number 4, anxiety from a young age. The National Institute of Mental Health states that 8% of American teenagers already have an anxiety disorder. And number 5, exercise to fight anxiety. Many studies have proven that a little boost of energy from exercise can lessen the effects of anxiety disorder. And that's everything for today from nationaltoday.com. I will also leave the link below for the mhanational.org. This year, the theme of Mental Health Awareness Month is Back to Basics. So please use the hashtag Back to Basics as well as Mental Health Awareness Month. I'd also like to add, just based on my own personal experience, research, and what I've learned from the experts, that mold in your home, mold exposure, even exposure at work or various other places, can also cause mental health issues. My children both struggle, as well as my husband and myself, and a lot of it was at least exacerbated by the mold exposure. You may not be aware that there is mold in your house at all. We certainly were not. The symptoms for some of us were entirely mental health related, and the symptoms for others were mostly physical. And for me, it seemed to be a combination of just my entire body, mental, physical, everything just shut down. I was having a really hard time. But just because you're not having a really hard time doesn't mean that you're not being affected by mold. So please, please, please look into that if you are struggling with mental health or physical health. All done. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. As always, stay inspired. Bye.